I've got a hyper bias for results, and I'm willing to listen and talk about and explore anything that brings about results. But I'm also a realist. When you say corporations, you got all different types of corporations. You've got private equities. And those folks, it's owned by a few people, and they're not accountable to anyone. You've got companies that are owned by shareholders, and as a shareholder, I want my stock price to go up.
Yeah, that's the number one priority.
If I'm a regulated utility, if I'm a regulated company, you got different companies, so there's not a one size fits all. But my aspiration is still that we need to find a way to put people in leadership that understand these things. The problem that we have is the people that are making the decisions on behalf of their customers or suppliers or shareholders, they don't understand this. I have people look me right in the eye and say, Shelton, I'm a 56-year-old white guy. I thought Zoom was a Commodore song. They don't know about it. They don't know about these things. The outcomes and the results from the public policies fall disproportionately on people of color, on men of color, on black men, and people. They're just now getting to the point where, because of the George Floyd murder, they're at least now saying, gosh, maybe these guys are right. Maybe they're not just making this up. Maybe it's me who have kept myself intentionally ignorant because I didn't want to feel fearful or guilty or you understand what I'm saying? And so you ask me, I don't want to just shift out people at the table where you don't get different outcomes.
Right.
What I'm hoping is that by putting people who, I grew up in North Philly. I went to a private school, but I had to walk 17 blocks through gang territory
to get there.
Right. And then I was tired and I was hungry.
Right.
And so they fed me.
Right.
You understand? But they didn't give me a bus token to put me on the 61 bus so I could get safely back home. It was like, once you're here, we'll take care of you. But getting here and getting back, right. That whole ecosystem, they were Jesuits. They just didn't get it. They just didn't get it. And I know somebody's out there saying, Doc, you're giving people a pass. But I talk to people every day. And no, I don't let them off the hook. Right. But they just don't get it. So you know what? If you need to get it, or we need to put people in place
who do
that get it. And so, people, and I don't want to introduce politics into it, but I believe having a woman who happens to be African American and Asian heritage gets you different outcomes than you do with people that are from that.